Hi, a very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf Collectibles. Today, I'm afraid, another restoration of a Hornby 3 rail. I'm really getting into them, and I'm enjoying doing them. A little bit repetitive, I'm afraid. So this is another Silver King. I've done one of these on one of the other videos. This one is in the matte finish, so I can do what I've done before. Strip down the loco, assuming it's just dirt and grime and everything as before. Clean it all up, see if we can get it running, and if that's successful, I have a little bit of a plan for this. So the paintwork on this is pretty good for its age, probably a 75-year-old loco, and it's looking pretty good. But I do have a scrap A4 body that's been kicked around and seen better days, and it's in a right old mess. And my plan for this is, if I can get the chassis to run pretty well, I'll put this body to one side and wrap it up nicely and keep that one as a, to go with the loco wherever it goes in the future. And with this scrap body, what I want to try and do is a wartime black A4. So it's not, nice easy paint job for me, so nothing too complicated, just in a matte finish. But I want to take this scrap body, clean all the old paint off of it, respray it, and put some detailing back on. So yeah, that's what this plan for this video is. Let's see how we get on. Now, as I say, the Silver King that I did in a previous video, that was a gloss finish one. I believe this is the matte finish. But if I just apply some power, you can see it's not too bad. I mean, it is moving, but I'm sure we can get this running a little bit better. Yeah, it's really struggling. Shouldn't take too much. We'll just go through the same process that I've been before and just give it a little bit of a clean up, a little bit of an oil, and hit it with the magnetizer, and yeah, let's see if we can get that one running a little bit better. Right, as you've seen this a couple of times before on my channel, I'm not going to go too deep into it. Right. Okay, oh dear, that's very mucky inside there. Right, let's just give it a good clean and get the brushes off. Brushes are actually seized in there. That could be the problem. One spring. The other spring. Slide the magnet off. Look at that in there. It's filthy, absolutely filthy. Right. That's the locking nut. I'll lose that this time. Armature's totally really bad. Right, let's get these brushes out. Just poke that through. There's one. There's the other one. Right, let's start with the wheels. Just give it a general clean and polish, I think. Right, as I've done before, I've just taken this out, given it a good old clean with some soapy water and good oiling all over. So that's the chassis all back together. This again, I put this in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to put a tiny bit of grease onto the spindle. Tiny bit of grease on the spindle. Okay, I'm going to slide that back in. This time remembering the locking nut. It's very hard to line up, I must say. There it goes. Right, a screwdriver. pretty good. Beautiful. Looking good. Right, let's get these brushes cleaned up. This one, if you remember, was really tight, but it's not now. Beautiful. That one goes in there, and that pin goes on the back there. Okay, I'll just give that a quick wipe over. Right, look at the beside the magnet. Look inside there. Can you see? Years of muck. Get all of that out of there. Let's do this side. Okay, let's slide that back on. Right, let's give it just a little bit of power. Well, just with a clean. Look at that, straight out of the box. Right, I am going to hit it with the magnetizer just because I can, and let's see what that does. Right, I've put it in the magnetizing machine. I just want to show you this. Look at this now. Look how slow I can run it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now the body on this one is actually in pretty good condition, so I have absolutely no desire at all to do anything to that other than giving it a clean over with soapy water. So I'll put that to one side. This body, however, is not in great condition. It's a bit of a wreck, and what I'm going to try and do is give this a repaint and see what it comes out like. So first of all, let's get these old handrails off. So this is just a body that's been kicking about in my scrap bin for a while. It's nothing special. It's seen better days, that's for sure. And the plan is to paint this up in wartime black. So a matte black finish. Right, that's the handrails off. I don't know if the whistle will come out. That's the whistle. Right, let's get some paint stripper on it. There you go. Hour and a bit just scrubbing and cleaning, and yeah, more and more paint stripper on there, and yeah, it's looking pretty good, So I'm going to go and give that a dusting over, and let's see what it looks like. There you go, magic of editing. That's come out beautifully. I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, just dusted it over with a bit of matte black paint. Now let's get some handrails back on. I'm going to use my original as a template. Right, I've got one rail on. I've actually did this off camera because I wasn't totally convinced it was going to work, but it has, and it's looks good and very successful. So let me show you how I did it. So taking a small piece of wire like so, and the rail itself, I'm looping the wire around the rail, like that, and just pinch it together, and then using a pair of pliers, I'm just nipping the two quite close together, forming a loop. And I need to make a number of these, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Right, so all I do now is slide these in through the holes. Hoping this is coming out clearly on the camera. I'm going to leave the two at this end just for now while I thread this through. So literally picking up each of the loops down the side of the engine. Some easier than others. Not the easiest of things to do when you're trying to do it at arm's length for the camera. It was certainly a lot easier off camera when I could sort of hold it up close to my eyes where I could see it. Right, so those are all in. Right, let's try and get these two in at this end. That's that one in. And final one, I'm just going to cut that down a little bit. Nearly. Right, there we go. I'm just going to move it along very slightly. The front one's come off again. Want to go in. Right, and starting at this end, inside, I'm just going to bend the wire back on itself, like so. I'll
sort that out, showing through the cab window in a minute. Right, so they're all bent back, and that's looking really good. Really good. I do want to touch that painting down there. I've caught it, I think. Right, and I'm just going to cut these back so they're not visible through the cab. There you go. So that's 2 handrails put onto the black body. Now, as I say, this is the original one from the loco, and is in beautiful condition, so I shall wrap this up and keep it with the loco, but I will be running it in this wartime black. And just to show you, I mean, it's not quite as neat, but the original loco body you can see on the sides here, similar sort of methodology of holding the handrails on. Okay, let's mount this back onto the chassis. So this has gone from a loco that was barely running to now potentially one of the best 3-rail locos that I've got. Let me just, I'm just increasing the power, and you can see how it's just gently pulls away. So to say I'm pleased doesn't even begin to get started. I am so chuffed with how this turned out. I still haven't finished it. I still need to get nameplates. I still need to get numbers on the side. There's not a lot of literature that I'm finding on the wartime numbers, so still looking into that. I need to pick on a loco name, get some nameplates, and then find out what numbers it was running during the war. The other thing, of course, I need to do is I have this tender, which goes with this body, and this tender it's just too good to repaint. So I'm on the lookout for another A4 Hornby Dublo tender that I can paint up to match this in wartime black. But the handrails went really well, painting went really well. Really pleased with it, and it is as you've seen, it's a beautiful runner. So yeah, really pleased. Anyway, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Please leave some comments. If you've got any ideas on where I could find numbers for the you know, the locos in wartime black, the A4s in during the wartime, please, you know, do drop us a comment. That'd be really good. And of course, if you want an idea of what's coming up, I put a post on the channel the other day. I'm doing quite a few different videos on different subjects that may or may not interest you, but yeah, please, you know, do have a look. Anyway, we'll leave that one there. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.